Hey guys, what's up? It's JB again from RGV Custom Sabers. Got the shirt on today. I have another saber to show off. This is Jonathan Hoffman's Saber Forged Templar. The first thing I want to say about this saber, the etching was done by Ryan Lannon. I know a lot of you guys are looking at my saber installs and thinking that I did the etching as well. I didn't do the etching. This is done by Ryan Lannon. I will always include their name with my posts and in my videos on who did the etching. If I don't know who did the etching, I will always post it up with the reveal post as well. So just to get that out of the way. The wrap on the saber, when I got it shipped back, I guess the heat peeled away some of the glue that it came stock with. So there's the wrap. It kept coming off, so I just decided to take it off. It is going to get another wrap. Jonathan told me that he was going to replace that, so I just took it off for the sake of the video because it kept coming off and it was just a really big hassle for me. So this saber has a Spark 2 soundboard with the Crossguard configuration settings. I set it up to have a 1 button switch with motion. It has 3 sound fonts. I want to give a shout out to Kang Mai for helping me out with the sound font installation because, man, I'm really good at configuring the sound fonts and everything and in all the boards that I've done. But this one, I ended up buying a sound font that just, I guess there was some files that got downloaded bad or something because they just would not work. And it was causing the saber to malfunction. So I took like a day off from that and I just said, hey, Kang, please try and figure this out for me because, you know, he's really good with that stuff. And he was able to give it to me in like a few hours, you know, just to fix it up right away. So big shout out to you, man. Thanks. And also thanks for adding the Mortal Kombat theme song in there. That's awesome. So yeah, this has all 3 LEDs are green, white tricrease, but we couldn't set up a flash on clash with the Spark 2 board because there's only 2 channels in there. So it has the 2 green dyes on each LED running at full blast all the time. It's a really bright saber. It's amazingly bright. It flashes and flickers on clashes and blaster block when you press the button, and locks. So it's really nice. This thing is really bright. It just has a normal black momentary switch and the stock Saber Forge kill key. The 3 fonts on there are Terraform, Glare, and Knights of the Old Republic, Fallen Empire, something like that. The way to change the fonts is you twist the hilt slightly and it'll change the font while it's off. I'm having trouble doing that because I just don't really know the motion to it, I guess. I know that in dual phase you're supposed to rotate the hilt and I have that, but this one's different for me. I don't know why. So it's just gonna take some getting used to, so bear with that. And if I don't get it the first try, or I'm trying to in the video, that's probably why. But let's boot this bad boy up. So there's your boot up. There's the staggered ignition, slight staggered ignition. There's your side LED, there's your other side LED, and there's your main with the stock Saber Forge blade plug, which is really nice. So here are your swings. Let me see if I can get some clashes in here too. These ones are a lot better for the clashes when you have the blade in because it just shakes everything. Me with this, I'm holding it right here so it really doesn't pick that up. But once the blade's in, it'll be a lot easier to recognize. You do have the main switch as your aux as well. So you got that. You also have some blade lock power. That's also kind of hard to get off. All this will be a lot better with the blade. Let me shut it off and see if I can switch the phone up. So you have it off, and you gotta twist it slightly. It's just really hard for me to get this down.
The Old Republic.
Okay, there you go. I guess maybe you have to have it upwards. I'm not really sure. So here's Knights of the Republic, Fallen Empire. So this one, the blade comes out, and like 1 second later, these come on. It's like kind of like it's staggered ignition. But this one brings all the attention to the main blade, and then the side blades just go like boom, like whoa. So let me see if you guys can see that. You'll be able to tell from the windows. There you go. And I really like that because, you know, people will think of this as a design, you know, when they first see it, and then they see these come on, they're like, whoa, okay. So that's really cool how that is. So this one's picking up the clashes a little more. So there's your clashes. You can see the blade flicker a little bit. Once I put the blades in, you'll be able to tell more. So let me switch up the font. So let me try it like this now. I don't know what it is, man, but I cannot get this to go. This is all me. I mean, it's changing the fonts. It's just I do not know the right angle to do it. Maybe upside down.
The old Republic, Knights of the Fallen Empire.
There we go. It just takes practice, guys. I mean, I prefer Prism as far as anything, as far as going up to the higher boards. But this is the cheapest way to go with the Crossguard. I like this font a lot better. There are your clashes. Got the nice flicker effect on this one. Alright, so let me just go to the saber track so you can see what I mean by that. See, it takes, you know, the right angle to do things. I'm just a total noob at neck boards, so here's a saber tracks. This is the font of the sound that Kang put in there for you. It's got the Mortal Kombat theme song. And I don't want to get copyrighted, so it's a classic. Alright, so yeah, so let me change it back to a font, saber font. There we go. So yeah, let's put a blade in. I do not have the Crossguard blades, so I do have like some 24, 26 inches. That's what I have, so we're gonna have to bear with that. And for some reason, I always tend to forget my Allen key, so I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I got it. So I'll put the longer blade in here. Alright, and I have these. These are a friend of mine that I'm doing an install on locally, so I'm just going to borrow them for just a second. I'm sure he won't mind. I'm not going to tighten them too much, just so you guys can see how bright these are. Alright, that should be good. And this looks a little crazy because I know these blades are too long for the Crossguard, but it's just so you guys can see how bright it is. And so you guys can also see the staggered ignition effect. Alright, so you guys ready? Here we go. So there's your staggered ignition. Blades are all evenly well lit. Let me see if I can get some, where's the switch at? Some auxiliaries going. You can see the flicker a bit. It'll be a lot better with the lights off. Don't know where I'm looking at. So there you go, guys. This is a really nice hilt. It's a nice saber. The etching is awesome again by Ryan Lannon. The install itself wasn't too hard for me. It is my first Crossguard saber, but I mean, once you have, you know, the hard part for me is just wiring the LEDs and putting the wires through. Anything other than that, I mean, it's just, you know, repetitive. So I'm getting the hang of doing more complex installs. This is not my most complex install to date. I believe that would be the Prism and the Nano Biscotti Redeemer that I did. And to me, I mean, this is not easy, but I mean, it's easier than those. So there you guys go. Get some clashes. Nice saber, guys. Jonathan, I hope you like this. Get that wrap on there, buddy, because it's a little naked right now. Alright, guys. Thanks.